Alright, what's good with you boys, man? Welcome back to the channel. And I know it's been a minute since I dropped some GTA content on the channel. It's just been a lot going on, and honestly, it's just been a little dry, but that doesn't matter now. So if you don't know, we had a bunch of leaks happen a couple weeks ago, and some of them were good, some of them were bad. You know, a lot of people were not messing with the leaks as well as I was not really messing with all of the things that were said cut out of the game, which is like kind of crazy because GTA 6 is supposed to be the biggest, the baddest, and the best GTA that we've ever gotten, and it's like, why are you guys cutting things out of the game? So today I wanted to go back over the leaks because I never went over and stated how I felt about them, and honestly, I believe that you guys are going to agree with me. So without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button for the algorithm, and also if you're new here, consider hitting that sub button because we're trying to hit 500 subs. All right, let's get into it, man. So we all know that Game Roll was the leaker for these 2025 leaks. I really don't know who leaked the 2022 leaks. I think it was some British kid. Shout out to him, but I hope that he gets out of that situation. But anyway, in the Game Roll leaks, he stated that there would be 700 enterable and robbable stores. Now, this is the biggest one for me because there's been a big debate on if GTA 6 can actually pull off all of these enterable environments. And these enterable environments would include things such as strip malls, gas stations, etc. So to be honest, I honestly believe that they can pull this off because in a previous video I stated that GTA 6 will be running on an SSD, and with that being said, within the SSD you can obviously do a lot more of storing and retrieving data, which obviously in layman's terms just means that there's better read and write speeds, which would allow us to access certain buildings faster, load more assets faster, and you know, and it goes on and on. So with that being said, we are on the next gen systems and we are running off an SSD, so I truly do believe that there will be over 700 plus fully explorable interiors. So one of the leaks that most people already know that is true is the limited weapon wheel, and we know that this is true because Red Dead Redemption 2 had the limited weapon wheel, and if you haven't played that game, you should go play it. Put down the 2K and go play Red Dead Redemption 2. But yeah, essentially in Red Dead Redemption 2 you had limited weapons and all of your weapons were stored on your horse. So in GTA 6 we already know that our personal vehicles is somewhat sort of like the horse system in GTA 6. We know this for a fact. So we will be storing our weapons inside the trunk of those cars, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like that approach because in GTA 5 whenever you got into a gunfight with other players or just in general, it was just very unrealistic to be carrying a whole military arsenal on your back at all times or in your pocket, wherever they got the weapons from. I don't know. So moving on, the prone feature got cut from the game allegedly, and also with that, dual wielding was cut from the game. And honestly, a lot of people like me and a whole bunch of other people are very upset with this cut if this is true, because why cut something so innovative in the GTA series out of the game? Like, we've never been able to go prone in GTA. All we've been able to do is go crouch, and in GTA 5 we weren't even able to crouch, which was kind of weird. I really hated it, but it was what it was. So with that leak, we already know that it was in the game. We just don't know if it was actually cut or not. Honestly, me personally, I'm hoping that it was not cut because we need prone in the game, man. We need dual wielding. We need all of that jazz. We don't need anything cut out the game. Just put everything in there. Not spending too much time on that. Let's move on. So one of the biggest things or biggest controversies in the GTA community currently is that GTA 6 is a bigger map than we've ever had before, which we know is true at the base map level. But apparently there is such thing as Gloriana. Now, Gloriana will be the equivalent of Georgia in the USA. If you're not from the USA, then Georgia is literally on top of Florida. With that being said, we don't know too much about the northern area of the map, and honestly, I would not be surprised if Rockstar has a little trick up their sleeve or something just to surprise us. Let's look back at Red Dead Redemption 2 with Guarma and New Austin. We had no clue that these areas were in the game until we actually got our hands on the game, and it's probably going to be the same with the GTA 6, because why wouldn't they add areas in the game that we don't know about, so whenever the game comes out we're all like, oh, did you see that? You know, like, why would they not do that? But I guess we're just gonna have to wait until the game comes out to honestly see which leaks are true or not. Me personally, I believe they have a lot more in store for us than we can ever imagine. But again, we're just going to have to wait until release date to see those things. You let me know down in the comments, which leaks do you believe is true, or which leaks are you kind of like upset about that are allegedly cut from the game. With that being said, make sure y'all hit that like button on the video if you enjoyed the video, and also consider hitting that sub button for more GTA 6 content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.